Virgos, this video is for you guys. We are going to look at all of 2026 and how it's going to affect you guys. There are some really big things coming in under your sign. For example, we do have an eclipse in Virgo. So let's get into it. My name is Malika Semper from Malika Semper Astrology. And Virgo, prepare yourself. We have a huge eclipse coming in under your name on March 3rd. Okay. I'll get there. I want to start at the beginning of the year, but we will get there and we will see how this big old beautiful eclipse is going to affect you guys. Okay. But let's start out with January, the beginning of the year. Now, we have so many planets in Earth at the beginning of 2026. And this is actually going to feel really great to you guys because you are an Earth sign, right? And you are going to feel so supported at the beginning of the year because there is such strong Earth in the cosmos shining down on us, provided by your friend Capricorn. Most of the planets are going to be in Capricorn. There's 5 planets in Earth. I think 4 of them are in Capricorn, one of them being in Taurus. You know how to get along with this energy. You know how to get along with these signs. And so this feels very solid, very dependable, very reliable for you to start your year out with. Okay. Now, something else to note this whole entire year, actually, no, not the whole entire year, January through June, so the first half of the year, we have our planet of Jupiter, which just brings luck and expansion and all the blessings of life over in Cancer. This is also very supportive to you guys. Cancer loves you guys, Virgo. Cancer is here to support you in a sextile, and sextiles are very harmonious and balanced. So, from January through June of this year, I want you guys to really tune into, tap into the planet Jupiter and watch as he helps you guys have your dreams come true. Or there is just an easier access to cultivating what it is that you want to create for your life. With Jupiter, it's always like the wilder, the better, the more extravagant, the better, the more outrageous, the better, right? Jupiter doesn't play small and he doesn't want small asks. So, sort of breaking out of that shell, Virgo, recognizing your worth and what you're worthy of, and asking for the big things between January and June, and watch as Jupiter will support you in those. Okay. Um, this is especially going to be extra potent for those of you guys born between September 7th and September 23rd. Okay, so if your birthday lands in between those dates, really ask for what it is that you want to call in. All right. Then we have, let's see, January 18th, we have this beautiful new moon sky. The new moon will be in Capricorn, as is most all things in the heavens, during that time. However, this new moon, it's a dark, dark night. The tiniest sliver of a moon is visible in the heavens, and she is in Capricorn, and you love this energy. You feel emotionally supported, emotionally good and secure during this particular new moon event, okay? Especially those Virgos born between September 19th and September 23rd. This is your sky. You know how to move under a Capricorn sky. I want you guys to plant seeds of intentions to call in what it is you want to bring to fruition for this next moon cycle for you guys for the following 28 or so days. Okay. Then we move into let's hop into March. There's not a whole lot happening for you guys in February. It's just sort of like smooth sailing through February. And then in March, this is where things get extra spicy, extra heated. March 3rd, there is a full moon in Virgo in the sky at 12 degrees of Virgo, but also it's an eclipse. So here you guys are, the star of the show, the main character, the beginning of March, right? Especially those Virgos born between September 4th and September 7th. This eclipse is right on top of you. It's hitting you in the head. Okay, let me give a little just synopsis around eclipses. So, with an eclipse, everything gets accelerated. It's like you have your foot on the gas pedal. Things happen quickly, things happen without your permission. An eclipse does not check in to see how you feel about something coming in for you. The point is, it's your time to level up and evolve and get to the next rung in the ladder. Okay. And so I want you guys to be very aware, awake, and mindful right around March 3rd. Of course, like we have this window, I would give it a week and a half before March 3rd and a week and a half after March 3rd. What is showing itself? What is in the forefront? Where are you leveling up? It's quick, it's fast, right? It's like overnight you have this growth spurt. Okay, especially because this eclipse is in your sign. You can work with this. You can check in, you can tune in, you can journal your little heart out, you can move into meditation and prayer, just being very mindful and awake and aware of what's coming in for you, Virgo. Okay. Then, towards the end of March, March 30th, we have the planet of love moving into Taurus. And, this is going to support you guys in the way of your relationships. It is going to create it just creates stability in your love life. Love life can feel very supportive during this time. March, the end of March, all through April, relationships flow and work for you. You thrive in reliable, dependable, working partnerships. And when Venus moves into Taurus, she supplies just that. There's a groundedness, there's a stability. We sort of know the plan and we know what to expect. And when that enters your relationships, that's where you feel really safe and secure. Okay. So, love life, the end of March and into April is going to be just trucking along smoothly. Then we also have the planet of communication. On May 2nd, Mercury enters Taurus as well. And, the planet of communication, when he moves into one of your sister Earth signs, Taurus, you are going to feel intellectual stability and grounding. Like your communications can flow, what you say lands with other people. There's an ease towards your expressions and the way that you express yourself, right? It's understood. There's not a lot of misunderstandings when the planet of communication is in a sign that works for you. And Taurus could be one of your best friends, and Taurus is supporting you in the way that you express and communicate and have conversations. Okay. All through May, the ability to mean what you say and say what you mean just flows quite smoothly for you, Virgo. Now, we also have some more support coming from Taurus. Taurus is really supporting you. March, April, May, the middle of May, May 16th, you feel emotionally stable and emotionally good and emotionally supported by this new moon in Taurus coming in. May 16th, especially those Virgos born between September 15th and September 21st. This is a beautiful new moon sky for you guys to be under. It's dark. There's the tiniest Taurus sliver of a moon in the heavens. And this feels very stable to you guys. It feels safe. It feels secure. It feels very nourishing and nurturing to your nervous systems, Virgo. So mid-May, really tapping in and finding your grounding and stability. It's very easy to come by. Okay. And then we have more Taurus support for you guys, Virgo. May 18th, we have the planet of action, of physical energy, of sexual energy moving into Taurus. And this feels like your forward movement is quite steadfast. Slow and steady wins the race. What you set your sights on as far as your goals and what you want to achieve in May works for you. There is something to be said for like methodical movement, the plan, working through your goals, making steps and sort of an itinerary of how to get towards your goals, right? This is everything that Mars and Taurus provides for you guys. So all of May, um, even into June, whatever you are working towards, there is not a lot of delays, blockages, limitations. Like there is a flow, there is a propelling, it's a slow and steady propelling because it's in Taurus, but there is a propelling of moving you forward towards those things. So I say yes, go for it. Make the jump, take the risk, find your bravery and courage that you're supplied with in May and June. Okay. Now, May 21st, there is a full moon in Sagittarius. Sag isn't the easiest sign for you, Virgo. Sag is just too much for you, Virgo. You like a more sort of presentable package that makes sense. And Sag can be a little bit wild and outrageous and blunt for you guys. Sag can be a little bit too messy for you guys. So May 21st, that full moon at 9 degrees of Sag energy, it can be a little bit too much. There's a little bit of a challenge to your days, I would say a week before, a week after, especially those Virgos born between August 31st and September 4th. That full moon Sag energy is just irritable to you guys, okay? However, that being said, Sagittarius has so much to teach you guys, dear Virgo, because Sagittarius squares you. That means they feel pokey to you and they challenge you. And so when we turn in their direction, what is it that we can learn from Sagittarius? I want you guys, Virgos, to ponder that, okay? And then let's move into June here. You guys are thoroughly going to enjoy, towards the end of June, there is a big old fat moon in Capricorn. It's a full moon, so the whole heavens light up with Capricorn energy. And Capricorn is your friend. Capricorn trines you guys. And so there is a grace and an ease to life for you guys, Virgos. June 29th. Virgos who are going to feel this the most are those of you born between August 29th and September 4th. Okay, really relish this Capricorn energy in the heavens. It makes you feel safe and secure and very much like life makes sense under a full moon Capricorn sky for you guys, Virgo. Okay. Then love life really picks up in July for you guys. You guys get a major boost to your love life. Right around July 9th, Venus moves into your sign, Virgo, for the rest of July and even into August. Okay. So love life can feel rich and thriving and fulfilling and nourishing. Your heart energy is wide open. You're being blessed by Venus, and Venus is going to bring in just the juiciness of life, the pleasures of life, the heart connections of life. Okay. So July and August, like this is your time to shine as far as relationships go. There's something quite sexy and alluring about you guys. People are drawn to you and magnetized towards you this time of the year. Okay. And then mid-August, August 25th, you guys sort of become the smarty pants of the zodiac as Mercury moves into your sign, giving you guys all the intellectual smarts. So towards the end of August, the 25th into September, communication flows really easily for you guys. It is the ability to express yourself, say what you mean what you say. People who you have important conversations with, it lands, it makes sense, and you're really held in reverence to the way that you express yourself. Okay. So you guys are the smarty pants of the zodiac during that time when Mercury is in your sign. Now, let's see what else is happening here for you guys. We have, oh my gosh, September, so good. September, you guys are the boss. You guys are the boss of the zodiac. You guys are ushering in a new moon at 18 degrees of your sign, Virgo, September 10th. So this new moon is right on top of you. It's hitting you in the head, especially those Virgos born between September 8th and September 14th. Okay, it's right on your head. So in that, a week and a half into September, we have a dark, dark sky and the sliver of a moon in Virgo. And this is a beautiful time for you guys, September, 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 to plant seeds of what you want to take root and bring into culmination and eventually harvest for yourselves. Okay. So September is like a power month for you guys of starting a new cycle, starting something new, setting new intentions, and really being quite reverent and honoring of your power of manifestation. September, it's huge. You're very powerful during that particular month. We move into October. October also feels supportive for you guys. You guys are excited for Halloween this year because just a couple days before Halloween, we have that full moon in Taurus. And Taurus, when there is a Taurus sky, It's super lit up because it's a full moon, but it's all in Taurus energy. And this feels sweet and gentle and easing for your nervous systems and your emotional body. So you can really have a lot of emotional depth, emotional wisdom. Things are in coherence. It's like there's a flow and there's a steadiness. Okay, October 25th. This is going to feel extra supportive for Virgos born between August 24th and 29th. Okay. Now we move into November, and November 25th, Mars enters Virgo. Mars, the planet of sexual energy, it's forward movement, it's initiation, it's what am I going after? What are my goals? Moves into your sign. And suddenly you have bravery, you have courage towards the end of November, into December as well, to make stuff happen. There is also a magnetism to you guys, Virgo. So you might feel people being very intrigued by you, being sort of enamored with you. And there is just this like sexy, alluring, magnetizing energy. You guys have charisma, Virgos, during this time, end of November, all of December. But you can also make shit happen. Like when Mars is in your sign, Virgo, this is no joke as far as like what you can achieve and what you can accomplish and what you can go after. So I don't want this to pass you by without using this initiatory energy, this leadership energy. You guys are the bosses, the end of November, all of December. Okay, so use this energy. December 6th. We have that planet of communication moving into Sagittarius, and this is where communication can become a little bit clunky for you guys in December. Sagittarius is a sign that you don't have the most comfortable ebb and flow with Sagittarius. There's something a little bit pokey or confusing about Sagittarius for you guys, Virgo. Sagittarius squares you, and signs that square us, they can feel like a thorn in the side. And when we have the planet of communication moving into Sag, our communications can be like hit or miss. And usually they're miss when it's squaring us. It's like we're saying something and people aren't quite understanding what it is that we are trying to convey. So it's misunderstandings, it's missed connections, intellectual connection. You Virgo, just have to pause and sort of put your thoughts together and think before you say the thing. So just be mindful of that, okay? December 8th, we have more Sagittarius energy in the sky. We have a full moon at 16 degrees of Sagittarius on December 8th, and you guys just don't feel too comfortable under the sky. It's just a lot of Sagittarius energy. This can be especially challenging for Virgos born between September 6th and September 12th. Okay. The sky is lit up. The energy is wild with the full moon in Sagittarius. It's very playful. It's very loud. It's very blunt. It's very sort of carefree and fly by the seat of our pants. And that's not really your nature, Virgo. So you have something to learn from Sagittarius, of course, because it's the sign that squares you. And when there's tension and a challenge, we want to sort of turn towards that and see what it has to teach us, right? So December 6th, communications in Sag, December 8th, full moon in Sag, just listening and seeing what Sagittarius has to say. Then come Christmas, Merry Christmas, Virgo. We have a beautiful full moon on December 23rd in Cancer. Cancer is your friend. Cancer wants to support you, right? So Christmas time can feel very sweet for you in 2026, Virgo. It feels sweet and it feels gentle to be under a full moon in Cancer sky for you. You feel the nourishment, the desire to slow down, the desire to be with family or your inner circle. There's a cohesion here that happens where people get along, for you guys, Virgo, full moon in Cancer. It's like the family comes together and there's a sweet flow and there's sweet energy there. So it does promise to be a lovely Christmas for you guys in 2026. Full moon in Cancer, it feels just like you're able to feed yourself and nourish yourself in a way that works for you without upsetting your nervous system, without upsetting your emotional grace. So a happy, happy full moon in Cancer around the Christmas season for you guys, Virgo. And that is your forecast for 2026, darling Virgos. Thank you for watching.